Hello, my name is Chris Marshall, president of SmarTork Incorporated, manufacturer of the SmarTork Row Closer. SmarTork, by design, was created to overcome wind velocities on elevator hoistway doors. The existing problem with elevator hoistway closers is their 1-to-1 ratio. This is to say that the tension is directly related to the torque on the spring. When the door opens on a conventional spirator, the torque increases on the spring and thus increasing the tension on the line. As the door decreases, the torque and the tension decrease. Over a period of time, the wear on the spring will create a wind stack effect. Once again, as the door closes, the torque decreases, the tension decreases, you get a wind stack effect, and the system fails. This is one of the most predominant reasons for callbacks in our industry today. The present fix is to pull a man off of a billable job, take him over, have him throw a few wraps on the spirators, and then go back to his job. Millions of dollars a year are lost on non-billable hours due to this reason. SmarTork can overcome the wind load issues of this problem. All things being relatively equal, on the SmarTork at the top and the conventional at the bottom in the open position, as the door comes shut, you can see that the conventional is decreasing and the SmarTork increases. What we've been able to do is cross the torque and tension ratios. As the door opens, it actually decreases, allowing the operator to work in tandem with the spirator. Once again, as the door closes, conventional decreases and the SmarTork increases, thus cutting off any type of wind stacked effect. The Unihub was designed to fit most applications that have a square shaft or a dual pin configuration. When mounting the SmarTork spirator, determine first which is your right or left hand application. This is done by determining which side the active leaf is on. When mounting, make sure that your directional arrows are on the top. You're also provided with 2 shims, one for the square shaft and one for the dual pin application. If not utilizing a SmarTork bracket, you can put the square shim, shim for the square hub on in case the bolt heads on the mounting bracket are too large. This will bring it away from the door. After you get the spirator on and put your clip on, go ahead and take off a couple of lines of wrap so that it gives you something to work with. When fastening the line, you can either loop it over your screw or your S-hook or your pin at your fastening point, or you can pull it through and run it back through the squeeze-on connector. Go ahead and feed the line through until you find your given mark on the spirator. As you're feeding the line, this does 2 things. It puts a pre-charge on the spirator so after you crimp it, you can come back and put additional wraps. The white dot is a reference for the cable to break over onto the flat channel. This is the optimum point of the SmarTork's reaction and the increased tension on the cable when the door is closed. Additional wraps beyond this point will diminish the reaction and the tension. What you want to do is, with the sleeve in one hand, go ahead and test the spirator to make sure it slaps back. If you'll notice, that's very smooth right there. So I'm going to adjust a little more, one more turn, a little more line off, until we get that breakover that we're looking for. Slide up the sleeve, crimp it, test it one more time, you'll feel that breakover. It'll pop back. You want to make sure that you don't have too many wraps on the line itself, otherwise the unit will fail. Another issue that you want to be sure of is that go ahead and manually test the door at this time to make sure that it'll open all the way. If it doesn't open all the way, then take a wrap or two off, and this will give you between 9 and 8 pounds in the last 2 inches of closure. Thank you once again. We appreciate your business and your interest. You have a great day.